Ladies and gentlemen, back to another Roblox Anime Reborn video, and I know it's been a couple of days, but I've been grinding the raid, the new raid, or dungeon, what the mode's called, trying to get a Luffy. And you can see on the bottom row, I did finally get a Luffy, but the thing is, my Luffy, if it loads, I got shiny. This is my first one. My first and only one of the Luffys I got was shiny. Sure, it took me like 100 runs, but I got shiny. That's pretty cool. And now, let's evolve him. I do have everything you need. You really just need stars. You do need this, which it costs 10,000 from the shop. And we're just gonna evolve him. I wonder if he gets a new outfit. He probably doesn't get a new thing. It's a little awkward though. Alright. I did try getting him some good stats. The double S did not go up, sadly. But it's pretty good. Stats wise. I think he definitely changed a lot of his passives. If I were to, yep. Well, not his first one. His first pass, oh, we actually get a cosmetic. Oh, you got the steam around you. You can really see it better if it wasn't. I already had steam around me. Alright, gear. Alright, it's first passive gear. This unit gains attack speed by 5%, capping at 20% for each unit in its range. Also applies slows to enemies. Perfect hockey. And hits ignore break shield from enemies, dealing damage towards them instantly. So it's kind of like Asta and Metal, where they just ignore shield. Could be interesting. He is ground. I hope he becomes hybrid. Like I'm praying because I have something planned for him. He did like double placement. I'm seeing there. He did definitely double his placement cost. But I hope he does much better than the last one. Because I took a little like sneak peek. It was not great. 5.8k on like no trait, not bad. I'm going to see if I would roll like a good trade on him because I have something planned because it's Luffy. I had to hook my boy up. Come on. It may be a cop out answer to say, but Luffy's probably my favorite anime character, to be honest. And of course, Luffy One Piece is the my favorite show, of course. He has one placement. His range ain't the biggest on placement. That's the model. Definitely looks interesting. I would say it's probably better than Turbo Granny's was. Oh. Let's do that again. Stretches his arm out. Alright. His SPA is a little long, but if he had more units in his range, I probably should have brought all the farms to help. Well, Yami doesn't do anything for him. And we have. That's 4. Yeah, so that's like his lowest it can be. So 4 units in his range and his gear pass is already maxed out. Alright. Let's do this. And I'll come back to when I can actually use him. Rank level him up. Alright, let's work on him. We already seen his first attack. It's like a smaller, medium circle. What he does is he shoots his arm out and just gives him a good old punch. Leveling up a little bit here. His SPA is not changing yet. Upgrade 4, he does get King Kong Impact, which is makes him hybrid. Ooh, can I see that again? I need to see that again. I don't think his SPA changed. So it goes up, gives him the King Kong gun. Pretty sweet. He gets hybrid already. I kind of hope he does someone have a line. Because the use is slow, but also, I mean, big circle would also be nice. Wait, what? Nah, guys got me. Does increase crit chance of all any, right? Keep working on it a little more. His damage is getting pretty high. His SPA is not really changing all that much. King Kong gun. And you see that. He's a big circle. Oh, just doesn't go up this time. Alright. He's a pretty big circle. 33,007 seconds. Ends off at 50,000 every 5.42 seconds. And 40 range. And if I were to put her on, you can probably get that up much higher. Definitely. Let's put. I guess we can put these up more so they can actually attack. Probably should have placed her earlier. Her range and SPA buff aren't gonna come very long. He is going up pretty high though. He's probably gonna be like at 65,000, or no, probably 63. Right? Yeah. All right, 63.38. Gotta wait a little bit for his SBA to go down. But I guess I'll do that later because I at least want to know if he was hybrid. He is. So let me show y'all what I have saved up for him for this because I'm going to be honest, I'm not really planning on rolling on any of the other units because I haven't really heard too good things about them. But let me show y'all what I got for Luffy. I've been farming a little bit of rerolls. The event from the dungeon gives 100. I bought that entirely out. And yeah, I have at 366, and I haven't gotten a miracle in a couple hundred. So hopefully I can get a miracle, and also I can change it as well. So what do I want? Maybe SBA by 20% would be crazy. Also range. But I need to get it first. So, like, how low is my... Yes, low as it can be. Okay. Let's hope I can actually get it. He has one placement. So, Paladin would be like a second best trade, I guess. Not Slayer. And 2 mythic traits in like 50 roll. Of course there's Slayer though. Slayer isn't really... It's not really the worst. No, I mean, Ethereal is... Ethereal is definitely the worst one. Because who does dot damage? Mythic. Lots of Slayers. Lots of Slayers, to be honest. Another Slayer. Okay. Oh! Yes! Oh my goodness, yes! Miracle 4. Oh, that's range, isn't it? Oh, 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 oh. Yes! Like, that's 40% range. Yes! Do I want... I'll keep it. I mean, I don't really change it because all these are cool. All these are good, in my opinion. I don't really change it if it was dot damage. Miracle 4. That's my 3rd miracle. Because we have Miracle 4, Gear 4, Shiny Luffy, right? I have Julius, my first one, and Turbo Granny. Oh, let's go. It took me a couple hundred, but I finally got him. Oh, he's gonna go nuts. Its DPS is slightly lower than um Jinwoo's, but that's let's test him out. I mean, we've already seen his what he does, but now his stats are gonna be so much better. Oh, thank goodness. So now he's gonna be like 300% stronger because he was already one placement. He was already one placement before. Oh, he's gonna be doing crazy numbers. Also, I didn't even say about that. His placement cost ain't the worst. His placement cost ain't horrible. 27,000 every 8 seconds in 29 range. Ooh, that's much better improvement. I mean, it wouldn't be an unfair comparison, but here's my Jinwoo. Actually doing a little bit more, to be honest. I mean, Jinwoo could probably do much more damage at the end because he boosts himself by like a crazy amount. He does do a lot of boosting in stats, so I didn't bring the farm again. Okay. Yeah, he does a ton of boosting for himself, but the problem is it takes like 30 waves to even get all that boost. His SPA is the lowest it can be, 7 seconds. Maybe the other one would have been better. The SPA, who knows? Because 20% is 20%. Because let's see, 40% range or 20% decrease of SPA. I have said that. I have said in like the previous or like a previous video, but Miracle 3, which is the SBA one, is the best SBA decrease trait because it was before. Like what was it? Shoot, I forget this name. It's like a legendary trait, but it decreased by like 17.5%. I forget the name, but that was before. Now it's gone up by 2.5% better, which is an increase, I guess. All right, come on. I need to get this done. 33% is pretty good. I mean, what? 33,000. Sorry, I just get so jumped over like any miracle or secret trade. I mean, it's been like a couple, what, months since the last one? It's been a few months since our last miracle, and well, it is a rare treat. I will say that. I will say also the range is also pretty good. Ooh, look at that SBA. That's what he was at before. All right, let's start upgrading. His next upgrading is with the 50,000, and then oh my gosh, 66 range already. This is a ton of range. Plus with this big circle at the end, 80,000. Upgrade 4 is already at 100,000. Can we break 200? Can we break 200? He's only halfway through his upgrades. Let's see, 100,000 every 6 seconds, 69 range. 118, 140. King Kong going 169. 219,000 every 4.88 seconds, 76 range. Final upgrade 253,000 every 4.88 seconds, with 67, wait, no, 76.72 range. DPS 51,000, almost 52,000. Hope I said those numbers right. That is insane. Without a doubt, my strongest unit in the game. Again, I had to do my boy right. Shiny. I did not expect a shiny. I was not expecting to get a shiny. And his damage is like maxed out because he has triple S. Triple S gave him like 20%. Maxed out with Rias buff. 253k. That is. I know we can't really show. I don't want to be here for like 30 ways, but he doesn't have an ability, which is the one thing. He doesn't have an ability, like a nuke or something like that. But he do hit hard. The nuke, yeah, but to be fair, we don't really need multiple nukes because, well, they're all on cooldown. So what's the point of having like 3 nukes or something like that if they're all cooldown based? They're all the same. Which, fair. I mean, you can't really have all of them do this attack at the same time. Yeah, we can't really showcase that now, but I mean, Mac currently he's only at 100 and something like that. I do know when he like that, if he can get that up and running, like I said, 20 more waves in, he's definitely gonna be stronger in the end because his SPA is like so low. I mean, he's already half of Luffy, and he's gonna get much lower than that. He's gonna like half that. How much was Luffy to upgrade? I wasn't really paying attention. I was paying attention more to the number, but I'm gonna guarantee he's probably cheap. Wait, this is like a third, right? It's like a third to upgrade, right? I think this number is what, like a third of the upgrade cost overall. So around 60, 70k, maybe. Not bad. Well, we can see, I guess. Let's see, 100,000 minus 100. Looks like 100. So around, yeah, around 70k. All right. That's insane, though. His range is pretty nuts. I could lower his SPA if it probably bring it down to roughly 3, which now I think about that, his range is pretty crazy. Not close to Jim. Jimu's like the same size already. Okay, now not anymore. Alright, well that is the Luffy Gear 4 Miracle Shiny Showcase. That's a lot to say. But I finally got not only another Miracle, but my boy, Shiny Luffy. It did take a couple days to get. I think it took like 100 runs, but for me to get Shiny, my first one, definitely makes it worth it, in my opinion. I know the other units aren't like probably not the best, but I'll still try to evolve at least any of them that are decent. I need y'all to let me know, of course. With that, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next Roblox video. Peace.